Hi guys, welcome back to the Ultradimensional podcast. This is episode 7 and Ciara is back.
Hello.
So, what have you discovered about reality through astral traveling? Wait, you do astral travel? I think if you dream, you're astral traveling.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What do you think you've learned?
That it's not real. And there are other places to go besides Earth.
I think I've learned that so much more is possible than we can even imagine. And that everything we've been taught is wrong.
I'll be honest, first time I tried to astral project, I got too excited and I fucked up.
What happened?
I got excited and
You just
there's
fell asleep?
certain symptoms that you have to look for before you leave your body, and then I started getting those symptoms and I was way too excited and it screwed up the vibe.
Why do people lose their friends after spiritual awakening?
Because I think the people you're around a lot really dictate, it's pretty much a good reflection of your vibration. So once you go through that spiritual awakening, it's just you kind of shed that old skin.
I think it's just the vibration no longer matches. Yeah. And it just by default, by energy wise, it just splits.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I mean, not to say you can still be in a, I guess, toxic friendship or relationship even during a spiritual awakening. That's just a higher lesson that I think might have to.
Yeah, I don't even think it would it come together,
Okay. Okay, so if the multiverse is real, and there are multiple versions of ourselves, is consciousness shared between all versions? I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's only one.
It's basically a kaleidoscope.
Good analogy. Okay, how do I interact with my subconscious mind?
Through your emotions.
Really?
Yes. So Teal Swan talks about shadow work, and what shadow work is the emotions that you experience in your day-to-day life isn't really what's making you upset. It's just the thing that happened behind whatever's triggering you. So she talks about shadow work and basically reparenting yourself.
Okay.
And yeah, just use your emotions as a way into your subconscious mind.
Yeah. I think the easiest way to do it is to just literally talk to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe be better with yourself if you want to have a relationship with your inner being, I guess you would call it. Just be easier on yourself and just treat yourself with respect. Mm-hmm. And not degrade your own self or doubt yourself about things. I think that helps heal a lot of things as well. So if time travel is possible, why aren't there people from the future appearing now? That's not my question. Maybe there are people from the future appearing now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they are around. I don't think they'd come out to the open though.
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. If you had a time travel from now to I don't know, the 1900s, you would probably stick out like a sore thumb.
Exactly.
According to what you're wearing and your what's the word? Your body language, your demeanor, and a lot of things.
Yeah. And you'd get hunted down wild boar.
They probably think you're a witch too. Okay, why do souls come back to the planet? Is heaven that boring?
For growth, for expansion, helping the world, basically. That's why we come back. We don't necessarily want to come back.
Yeah, we don't want to come back, but we can have to.
Yeah. I think that's just a contract for us, though.
It's definitely a contract, and I think there's a million reasons. There's millions of reasons why someone comes back to Earth. But the main one is, I think the main one is definitely to upgrade the vibration of the planet or of the collective grid. That's like the most prevalent one, I would say. But there's also tons of other reasons. Yeah.
I think in Many Lives, Many Masters book, he talks about Adam, his baby that he lost because of the health issues. And he was told by the masters that the reason why Adam came in and why he left so early was because to teach him that modern medicine, or like, I forgot what it was called, but like modern technology and like things in our modern day cannot explain to us, like what's out there, and it can't fix like what we have, like disease wise here. Yeah, so that's also why.
Okay. Oh, I already did answer that. Okay. How can I know if a person is my twin flame and not an infatuation? You think we basically answered that already?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is my question. Okay, I've never understood how technology evolves, like humans, right? And like how? Like, do we just test and try new methods of things and it just somehow becomes more advanced? Like, so basically we right now have all the tools necessary basically to make the most advanced thing ever. We do, but we just haven't thought of the ways to make that happen yet. Is that how it works? Or is it more of like we start tapping into like the Akashic records, or like ETs help us with that? Do you see what I'm saying? Especially like if you see the advancement in technology like the past 50 or 60 years, like that did not just happen just from us evolving. Like I feel like there's something more.
I think our day-to-day life is a lot like a computer, and how we think is like a lot like a computer. Now, I'm not saying that computers have emotions or that they lack emotions. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I don't know. I remember reading somewhere that human life and like how the human mind thinks is a lot similar to a computer mind.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, we all are part of the same system, so.
But is there technology out there? Yes.
Yeah, that's like what I'm like wondering. I'm just like, what is the answer? Like,
something obviously has to be giving us
like something's going on because
technology.
Because like, for example, like just think of like the huge upgrade from like the first iPhone and then to like how our iPhones are now. Like, where did that evolution happen? Like, from us just trying like a million different things and seeing what's better? Like at the time we thought like, oh, the like for example, like the software in the first iPhone, like at that time when it came out, it was like so advanced for us because we had like flip phones, we had like minutes and stuff like that. And so when like that was released, we were like, whoa, like that's a lot. Like that was advanced for us at the time. But then now look at what we have right now, and it's just like upgraded. But like, who upgraded it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, did we just upgrade it? Like, did the people that work for those companies just upgrade it through trial and error? Or is it more like Akashic Records type of thing that
People can just tap into?
They just are like tapping into without trying to tap into it, but it's just like...
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Because, I don't know. I want to say we're getting our technologies from like aliens.
I think so too, because it just like doesn't make sense to me how like the giant leaps that we're taking them really fast.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like I don't know. I don't even know how it makes sense to me. Okay. What if a soul does not want to exist anymore? Like, can that even happen?
Yeah.
They just go back to source?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, it's not picking up.
I think so.
I think if a soul doesn't want to exist anymore, then I guess after its last incarnation that it's in, I guess it can choose that in the in-between state.
I think you would have to like talk to your spirit guides and like
The council.
And like,
Because there are definitely like ones that would have to like
yeah.
determine that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what the council is. I don't know. Okay, if there is an infinite number of universes with alternate realities, how come there is not one where a form of travel has been created, allowing them to contact us? Because it's gonna mess up everything, right?
Of course they contact us. I think.
You think so?
But the government doesn't tell us. They're not like waving a white flag and being like, we got contact.
And also, since it is happening, like this would not be like public information, so people would not know what to even look for.
Exactly.
It would probably just happen to a select few, I think.
Yeah, the people who work like the antennas, like at Area 51.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. How can I make my consciousness become aware of itself? I think it is.
It is.
No?
Yeah.
I mean,
once you awaken, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I can agree with that. Okay, what is the end game of existence? If our soul is always evolving with the help of guides and other souls, what are we ultimately trying to achieve?
Expansion.
I agree with that too, but I feel more like experience, because the fact that there's so much polarity. Yeah, I guess experience and expansion are like one and the same with how I feel like answering that. It would have to be like just like experience. I don't know how else to explain it.
You also have to realize that like it's not just humans that are experiencing everything. It's like that couch.
Yeah.
And then there's dogs. Like basically all of life, especially like plants. They have thoughts, they have an essence, and they are also learning like new things. Basically.
I mean, you should go, not you, but like the people listening should definitely read Dolores Cannon's work. There's a lot of scenarios where people were like inanimate objects in other lifetimes. So I know it sounds crazy, but that's what we're all about. I know it sounds crazy, but like anything basically has consciousness, but it doesn't have like the intelligence that we have, but it is still sentient.
Yeah, it's still part of the 0 point field, which is basically negative space.
And everything is a waveform, just vibrating at different speeds. Okay, you know those dreams where you wake up within a dream within a dream. Why do we have those?
I've only had that once.
I think I've had that twice.
I've only had it once, and once is as many times as I'm gonna have it.
I'm not even gonna talk about my experience yet, but I've had it like twice, and it was pretty scary. How many spirit guides do we have? This will be the last question.
I think I have one.
Just one?
It's a female, yeah. and she's my ancestor. That's about it.
Oh, you know for sure?
Yeah. She's like made herself very clear in my mind. And I always get psychics that are like, your guide is like someone in your family.
Oh, so that like validates it even more?
Yeah.
I think we all have more than one. I mean, you definitely can just have one. And from my understanding, you have different guides come in at different times when you're doing different things in your life. Like, let's say you need more of a guidance in leadership, so your leadership guide will come in to play more than the other ones. The other ones will take like a back seat.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of think that's how it works. That's kind of the way I see it at the moment. Yeah, so we're gonna end the episode there, and that's the end of episode 6.